Alright, it's Hazy Tarot here, and I am going to do a tarot card horoscope reading for Capricorns for the month of February. Now, I've already shuffled these cards off screen, and no one saw that, so we'll just pretend that didn't happen, alright? So, I do a 5-card tarot reading, just to keep things quick for these monthly ones, and to sort of give a good overview of what's going to happen in the month ahead. Now, this card, this is the general overview of what's going to happen this month. So, death. It hopefully doesn't mean that you're going to die, but this is going to represent the end of something that is important to you in your life. So this could be the death of someone else, and obviously that's not a good thing, but it can also mean something important in your life, like a relationship or career or even a certain way of thinking, is going to come to an end this month. And although that can be heartbreaking, it could also be a good thing in the end. Probably not the person physically dying, but if it's one of the other things, it could actually be a good thing. As we can see here, some people don't handle it very well. The kid here is just looking at what's going on and just looking at it neutrally, I guess, and the priest is doing his old religious thing. There we go. But it's a sign that whatever is ending in this month, it gives you a chance to start anew. And you can't really go wrong with starting new things, because it brings a new vision in life. It gives you new opportunities. It just makes life different. And there's a good chance your life could have been stagnating in some way, and this is a sign that it's going to become a bit more eventful again. Now, first week, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, and this card is going to represent something to do with your health or your wealth or your skills. And Knights generally represent something that you've started to develop, but it's not completely developed yet. So maybe you've started an exercise routine lately and you haven't been sticking to it. Same with a diet plan, maybe same with a budget. Or maybe you're supposed to have been practicing something and you just have put a bit of effort in, but not enough to get to the level where you want to be. So this is a sign to get back on track and actually start focusing on these things that you want to do, but you haven't been putting enough time into. Now, this is what's going to happen in the second week. Now, this is some type of celebration. This can also be the card of weddings, so something to do with that could happen, but this is but it's generally a card of a general celebration, and it's a celebration of sort of something that hasn't completely come to an end yet. So this is sort of celebrating a waypoint towards the greater goal in the future, but it's something worth celebrating. So in that second week, seems like you're gonna find something worth celebrating or go to some type of celebration for someone else maybe, or maybe for yourself, who knows. Now, this third week, we've got the Justice card. Now this is a major card in the deck, same with the Death card, so maybe it has something to do with that. But this can represent legal matters, can also represent fair play. So maybe something in your life, maybe to do with this Death card, has not been fair at all. And now this is the time when things are about to start getting fair again. Maybe whatever it is that had to end is going to sort of level the playing field and everything, and sort of bring good, bring fairness, and just bring balance to everything again. So it's a good sign that whatever's ending, even if it seems bad, it's going to make things good for the long run. Alright, now this is the fourth week, and as we can see here, we've got the Disappointment card. We can see this guy is looking at all of the cups that have spilt over and not thinking about the ones that are still standing. So this is saying if something bad has happened, then although you are looking at it negatively, you have to look at it from a different point of view and see that there are positives to what's happened, which sort of goes in with the theme of what else has been happening here. So when bad things happen, you got to just focus. Well, you got to accept that the negatives. You can't just ignore the negatives, because that just leads to type of just keeping your feelings inside you isn't going to help. But you have to realize that there are positives to the situation that maybe you haven't seen yet, and you just have to look at it from another point of view. Alright, well, that's the end of the reading for this month. I hope it's informative, and I hope whatever is possibly going to happen that is potentially bad isn't as bad, or that you're able to take positives from it.